Hello everyone, my name is Ina and I live in the Carpathians. More than a year ago, I moved to Kosovo region in Carpathia with my boyfriend, and now I am popularizing this region by telling you about it. If you like my videos, please subscribe to this channel, like the new episode and leave any comments below. Thank you! Today I visited my neighbors, Mrs. Vasylyna and Mr. Lukian. Most of the people in the village are elderly, so I want to help them and support them in some way. But I get a lot of pleasure for it. These people are incredibly interesting. They tell a lot of life stories and share their experiences. I help Mrs. Vasylyna clean the house. By the way, this building used to be a village primary school. This is a building with a history. Together with the hostess, we will cook something delicious. But now we need to collect all the necessary ingredients. Mrs. Vasylyna goes down to the basement where all the seasonal vegetables are stored. She picks up some potatoes and hands them to me. I have said many times before that it is extremely difficult to find a job in the village. There are no industrial enterprises here, and the service sector is also poorly developed. In more tourist-attractive villages, the locals are involved in the hospitality industry, but not in our village. Tourists also come to ours, but mostly those who are looking for real Ukrainian Carpathians, who want to real authenticity. That's why people living in the village have to keep cattle and plant gardens. That's why they exist. But I have long noticed that no one here ever complains. It may sound a bit pretentious, but happy people really live here. Mrs. Vasylyna and Mr. Lukian are no exception. They are always a pleasure to talk to. Meanwhile, Mrs. Vasylyna has already washed the potatoes that will be used for dinner, and I'm quickly peeling them. You may have noticed how much I love cooking outside. If I have the opportunity, I always go outdoors. It makes me feel better right away. Mrs. Vasylyna and Mr. Lukian have a wooden house, and it has a special atmosphere. I think the air inside also smells like wood, despite the fact that the building is many years old. But let's get back to cooking lunch. I take a grater and use it to chop raw potatoes. I grate it on a fine grater and get a kind of mashed potato that has not yet been thermally processed. Add spices, salt and a little mayonnaise to the grated potatoes. The last ingredient is optional, but it definitely helps to achieve a certain texture. One raw egg goes in the same place, and now I mix this mixture until it is homogeneous, and Mrs. Vasylyna adds flour a little bit. course, many people have already guessed that we make pancakes with Mrs. Vasylyna. By the way, here they're often called tercheniki. This is a traditional hutul dish. You can try it in literally every Kaliba or upscale restaurant in the Carpathians. The pancakes are served with sour cream, crackling, or mushroom gravy. You can choose how you like it.
А ти що, йдеш, ти чуєш, бо коні єветку, зріли вже коло Іванішного коні. Ватру не кладете?
Кладемо кожен день.
Вогням закривали шубер.
Так, так.
Це холодно в горки. Як зими прийдуть, у куті куліт. Потім вже як погана пічка. І ми це завалили, взяли другого майстра і поклали таку. А там верх того отака дірка. Це би шубер мені діткав, бо сегла впав. І поклали суну дуже добре поклав. Що це трохи ватриться в хаті, цей шпаргат дуже добрий.
But we will fry the pancakes on a real stove. We'll light it together, and Mrs. Vasylyna tells us what the advantages of this particular stove are. I pour sunflower oil into the preheated frying pan and spread the minced potatoes in a thin layer. The thinner the pancakes, the crisper they are.
Що за там, що в нас? Ну, дивіться. Так би були прижарені, ти знаєш? Так, гарно. Так, такі в мене є.
But Mrs. Vasylyna decided that pancakes alone would not be enough for lunch, so she also cooked something sweet. Every housewife here knows how to work with dough and bake something. This family is not exception, and while Mrs. Vasylyna is kneading the dough, Mr. Lukian helps too, fetching water from the well. The pancakes are almost ready. The dough is kneaded. They just need to let it sit and rest. Then the batteries will be very tasty, flavorful and puffy. Mrs. Vasylyna knows this very well, so she does everything according to the recipe.
Печиво пекли і
Що ж мені кажеш?
Ні, то моє.
And when a little time has passed, the hostess is already rolling out the dough. Looking ahead, I will say that we are going to bake bagels with a filling. That is why the dough must be rolled out well and then cut into triangles. A special shaped knife is used to cut the dough. The bagels will be not only tasty, but also beautiful.
Будуть різні.
Чути я поріжу, щоб вам не нагинатися.
Нічого. Треба їсти. Я зроблю десь. Що ж таке на скору руку? А що ж придумовую? Ще що ж вичитаю. Пробую, як то вийде.
Угу.
Чуть, бо це ще маленький, не?
Ага.
And there will be two types of fillings, cottage cheese and poppy seed. Both options are incredibly tasty, which is why you should try each one. Of course, forming bagels takes a little time, but it's definitely worth it.
Так, у мене ще тут одна партія.
А може не треба?
While we are having lunch in the house, Mr. Lukian is in the yard making sure that the chickens don't run away to the forest. You have to keep an eye on the birds here, because things can happen. The weather is cold outside. On such days, you just want to stay inside a warm house, drink hot tea with a fragrant bagel. Well, today we will have such opportunity.
Дивимося. Давайте я покатаю.
I don't have much experience with dough, but I'm trying to roll out the dough for bagels anyway. I'm even doing quite well. Every day here, some new experience comes to me, and for this I am very grateful to this particular period of my life.
Багато що ж треба напікати, ти не знаєш. Більше це є сам доски. Росте трошки небагато. А де собачка? А
Думаю,
ти заговорила, так побіг скоренько.
я ж почула, що він там.
Браті?
Вони стоять на задньому плані, що крутяться, де? Добре.
Добре.
But we will bake the bagels in an electric oven instead of wood-fired oven. It is very fast and safe. You can set a timer and not worry that the dish will simply burn. A few minutes and you can take out golden brown bagels. But they can be made even better, even tastier. To do this, sprinkle the pastries with powdered sugar. Mrs. Vasylyna quickly grinds the sugar and sprinkles it on our dessert. And now we all enjoy what we have prepared, and I'm grateful to you for another day spent with me.
Вони скоро зроблю шашлак, хіба скоро так не зроблю. Тепер дітей ще Ніна не знімає. Ти не вмієш так. Що цікаво.
Да ні, гарно, гарно. Не слухайте, гарно. Бачите, це жилетка пані Василини ще.
Так?
Так, вона добре. Так, так.